Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth. I'm Michael, the Leo Mystic, and this is where I bring you the sacred mission for the week. This is the astrological energy update for the week of the 25th until the 31st of May to bring light, love, and spirit here on Earth. And hey, I would love you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this video with people that need to see this. This is very valuable in these times. So the sun is in Gemini, especially now with this Gemini energy, right? Talk about it. Go out and spread the news. So sun in Gemini is all about conversations and about, talk, ideas and opinions. And there's so much information with this Gemini party that happened past week until like pretty much Thursday. We have so much Gemini energy, right? But at the end of the week, something very, very significant is going to happen. First, we need to say Mercury is going so freaking fast. Like I even lose my words because of it. That's how fast Mercury goes. And it's that planet that is going to play a significant role. Well, now, what's going to happen? Because of this going so fast through the signs, you don't even know it was in Gemini. It gives us inspiration, ideas, and it's really important. Until Thursday, write down, use this energy. You channel this energy. There's not a lot of action going on, but there's so much mental energy. We need to process all that is happening, right? And I think that's why this is happening with the planetary energy in Gemini. We need to fucking process all the shit that has been happening lately, especially with the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction tightening again. What is that doing? In the background, there is intense energy. And all our beliefs are changing. What we know to be true. And there's so much intense change going on. Change is the main theme of these past years, and is going to be for a long time. Once Pluto hits Uranus, it's kind of like it's going to be different, and change is the only constant. But what I'm saying is that it's so fucking in your face, especially with Uranus and Taurus. Come on, this is bringing so much change to values, technology, etc. But so Mercury, there's so much curious energy, use it, is going to come on Thursday, conjunct the North Node. Now, what I was saying is that there was energy, right? There's the planets, there's something very curious happening, talking about curiosity. The planets have been for months at the Eastern Hemisphere. And now, finally, after a couple of months of being divided, the people are divided. That's what I talked about in my previous forecast too, months ago. So this has been going on for months, a division, a clear division that you see between the spheres, between heaven and earth, if you will, between the people, between 3D and 5D. I mean, all of those things are just there's a split in the consciousness. And now what's going to happen is Mercury, finally, after a couple of months, the first planet in months, will cross that frontier, that border, that limit. That limit was put there by the nodal axis. That first was in Capricorn, Cancer for a couple of, a year and a half, a couple of months. Now shifted into Gemini Sag for a couple of weeks still. And then when the new moon hits or the solar eclipse, if you will, in Cancer, it's going to come back for a while. But what does that say? It is saying that Mercury on Thursday hits the North Node first. And this is going to be an important day for you to gather a very, very important information. Everything's going to click. You're going to say the right words. Watch your words that day. I go live every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. right before I do this forecast. And I got asked a question on astrology about, so what are you going to do then on Thursday when Mercury, shifts energies? And what I would do on that day is really leave space for ideas to come in, because they're going to be like, you're going to see what you need to do, what energy you need to focus on to really get ahead, and so that you can evolve and grow. And it's like, it's with ideas, and then write them down. Take time to meditate first, because it's happening in the morning at 6 a.m. You jot it down, and then you go out in the world, you conversate, and you just like, you start conversations with people, and you just like get these ideas. But then something significant is going to happen. Not only is Mercury then for the first time going to cross the line and come out, but it's going to shift into Cancer. And so this is going to be a paradox, because Mercury in Cancer, which happens at 8 p.m., 8 p.m., depending on where you are, but for Belgium, right? And it's going to come in Cancer. And Cancer is like soft, secure, safe. Let's talk about the past, right? Let's talk about what I need to do to feel okay. There's going to be so much emotion to be talked about. And it's just like going to be like, oh, let's play it safe. But at the same time, Mercury, that planet, is going to come, and it's just like, I see it as the first, careful steps outside the doors, and just like, what is going on here in the world? We're all coming out of our homes, and it's just going to be like, okay, well, is it safe? Is it okay to come outside? Am I not going to become ill? Right? So we're becoming curious, but it's going to be very gentle and soft, and we're very vulnerable. That's how it's going to be like. So, I would invite you to really on Thursday, it's massively different energy. In the morning, it's out, it's yes, it's go, it's wow, inspired, writing things down, blah, blah, blah. And by 8 p.m., you're like, I'm out. And you're like, holy shit, I'm out. Whoa, be careful, okay. It's just like, whoa, this is so different. But for the first time, we're going to come out, and it's very soft. And then on Friday, something very significant too happens, right? Chiron in Aries, which is the wound on action taking, the wound on leading. We're all like, what? I see that there's so much truth out, and I see that there's so many things that I don't agree with and that I should stand up for. But what should I do? I don't know what to do. I'm not the one to take the lead. That's what Chiron in Aries is showing us, man. It's like, and we're all feeling it, and I bet you're feeling it too. As a light worker, as an earth warrior, you're like, I need to do something here. I need to fight for truth. Not fight for truth, but it's like, I need to defend. Not even defend truth. You can't even defend truth, but I need to defend the people, and I need to, make sure everything is going okay, that we're taking care of planet Earth. And for that, I will stand up and fight for our rights, for freedom of speech and all those things. And it's just like Chiron and Aries is just like coming at you, and you're like, here's where your wound is. And that's why it's like, not a lot of people are just saying something, you know what I'm saying? But Chiron, 8th degree, Sun in Gemini, 8th degree, sextile, beneficial energy. That in and of itself, there's a healing that is going to be communicated on your self-image, but Uranus is in the mix, right? Making semi-sextile aspects to both. So this is like, surprises, hello. And this is like, it's going to be, the best way I can say it is that you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're like, holy shit. Do I look like this? Like, did something change? Did something change? Like, this looks good on me, man. Like you're gonna see a physical appearance changing. And it's just actually your it's your perspective that changes and that brings healing to your physical and mental body. And that's huge. So use it, right? And I bet it has to do with the Thursday, the idea that comes in, the Mercury that hits that north node. And then on Friday, it's just like, zoof. It's like, it comes in and you realize it, like it grounds itself. Uranus and Taurus there, right? And then, the last thing that I need to say is that it's just so soft energy too. And we're getting a break, a small break from the universe. It's just like, don't get me wrong here. We're definitely still in the desert, and it's just like, we still got a long way to go, and it's fucking dry. But at least for a small moment here, I feel this week we're like, there's a cup of water that falls out of the sky, and you're like, oh my God, and you drink it. Just like a little bit of relief, if you will. That's how it feels like. But, so use it. Use this week really for inspiration and write stuff down and ideas, and just gather and just like conversate, spread the words, interchange ideas and brainstorm and all those things. By the end of the week, the energy is gonna become so soft. Like even Venus in Gemini, the search for love, retrograde, bringing up so much karmic relations. And by the way, I want to hear from you if you got this too, but for me, what I'm seeing is just like people from the past, like all of a sudden, like, sending me messages, and I'm like, wait, do you still know who I am? Like, I even almost forgot who you were, what I'm saying? And it's also, situations that you're being confronted with of the past that all of a sudden come up, and you're like, where the fuck does that come from? That's kind of like the Venus retrograde, and it's going to square Mars in Pisces, and normally Venus square Mars is just like, there's tension between, female and man, and it's like, there's the way you get it, you can't get it, and it's like relationship tension. But now with Mars in Pisces, it's like soft, it's like, it's like, no, okay, and Venus, it's like, it's very soft. And it's like the last time they had a square was Venus in Aries and Mars in Capricorn. Now that was intense. That was fights. It's like, if you're looking for fights, like, when there's like a fight going on in the club, and like instead you go out, you're like, okay, I'm going in, motherfuckers, and like, let's go. That's kind of like that Venus in Aries square Mars in Capricorn. It's like, I'm the fucking boss. I'm going to show them. Like, oh shit. But now Venus and Gemini, it's more conversating. It's more like dirty words. Like, oh, and you're like, you can't come up with the words. It's like, it's a little bit of frustrating, but and like Mars is going to be like, okay, whatever. So it's like, it's soft energy, and with Mercury in Cancer, it's just like, we're cautious, and it's okay, and it's like, we're safe, and it's just like, okay, so use this energy, and that's what I would say, to have a beautiful week. Please like this, share this, and let me know who you are, where you're from, and if you have any question, just put it down in the comments down below. Let's start this conversation. And thank you so much for spreading the word, which is very important in these days. All right? Much love. See you next week. The Leo Mystic. Peace.